long day, man. I gotta get some coffee in my system. It's just boring, you know? Nothing ever happened. No. No. No, no, no! I gotta go! I gotta go!
Hey! Everything okay?
Oh, no! Oh, no, 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 no!
Welcome to Strike Force. You are an elite battle squad assembled to defend Earth. This is who we're up against. The alien warlord Ultimus and his Kree soldiers who have joined forces with Hydra and AIM. Now, I know some of you aren't used to fighting side by side with each other, but the world needs you to put aside your feuds and stand together. Any questions?
I am Groot.
Any other questions? All right, it's go time. Now get out there and save the world.
You need help with your Marvel Strike Force game? Then come down to the school of the Game Father. Valley Flyin' did, and he learned that you can't beat the Game Father. Valley Flyin'. That's right, I'm the 3-time Super Sunday Red Stip Blitz Orb champion. After I uppercutted Valley Flyin' in his vagina for the 3rd time, he went home and cried to his little mommy, and now I need a new challenger.
Hello.
Bring it, little boy.
Wolf Machine. Hello, big part.
All one with the fucking dope. I be ballin' like a
Gamers, keep on gaming because gamers are cool.
Alright gamers, keep on gaming because gamers
Yo,
are
step
cool.
right up, got deals for days. Year 20's here, but it ain't no craze. Wanna upgrade, you best not be broke, cause grinding that out, man, that's a joke. Professor X, yeah, he's locked behind a G20 wall, you won't get in time. Oh, you thought you'd grind? That's cute, my dude. But check the store, we got deals for you. Buy now, buy fast.
What's going on here? I don't know why he's doing that.
Don't even try. Better hit that store, cause it's buy or die. First hit's free, yeah, just a taste. Then the grind kicks in, hope you like the waste. You got some shards, that's cute.
How do I do
wait.
this?
We slowed the drops, now you're locked by fate. Training match dry, you're stuck in the sand. But lucky for you, we got packs in demand. Professor X, man, you want that prize? Well, better drop cash, cause the grind's too high. Buy now, buy fast. Limited time, it ain't
See if
gonna
this works.
last. First
Alright.
hit's free, now the cost runs high. Better hit that store, cause it's buy or die. Things tight, open your cash.
Alright.
We'll wait 3 months just to level 1 class. B20's here, but here's the twist. Pay up now or it don't
Definitely
exist. You
report
wanna be
that to
strong, then pay that
support.
toll, or sit in the grind while the whales take control.
Yeah, you could also create a Reddit post about it. I'd love to look at the Reddit post about it. Alright. Alright. Alright, so we've got the blog post. Yeah, if someone is cheating, you know, you have to have some sort of screenshots or something like that. Send it to customer support. The other option that you have after sending support is post on Reddit. I love to look at the Reddit post. If the Reddit post is, you know, I just want to see the Reddit post, because then if once I see the Reddit post, there's a couple things I can do. I can take a look at it. I can read on stream. I could make a video about it. I could submit it to the developers. So that would be the order I would suggest in doing things. All right, let's take care of this too. We've got 10 for 10 offers. All right, what is the story on this? Let's see. There is. You said there's 10. There's 10 for 10s. Yeah, they're at the bottom. Okay.
You could play for free, but you'll wonder why. When Scopely reminds you, it's buy or die.
Well, holy moly, all the way down. Oh, that's a good one, right? A raid room. Raid rooms typically get boring really fast. Right? How's it going? 3088? Yeah, I'm screenshotting all this. Wow, there's a lot. How many are there? There's a lot. One, two, three, four, five, six so far. No, bendable. DC Dark Legion and no, that is more what they call a 4X game, which is popular, but it's just I haven't really considered playing a 4X game longer term. I am interested in Worlds Collide if it goes global. Now I played that game twice and I got overloaded. I had another project that ended, so that freed up more time. But before that project ended, between Raid and Marvel Strike Force, that other project, and DC Worlds Collide, I had to stop playing World Collide. If that game goes global, I'll pick it back up. The other game that I'm probably the most interested in is Marvel Mystic Mayhem. Someone just joined a server I haven't seen. I can't see who it is because I've got streamer mode. Just the streamer mode's so annoying. I can't see anybody's names. I can't see who it is. I would have to turn streamer mode off, and it's a hassle. If you just want to send me a message on what it is, because I can't see it. Woo. Thank you, Pathfinder! Woo! Hey, let's do it again. Let's do it again. How's it going, Sheriff Lobo? Screw you, Pathfinder! All right, let's do it again. Go on, my guy. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. All right, well, I'll take it. I'll take it. Path to Havoc, okay. Okay. When does the event in? When does the leaderboard event in? Because I am willing to spend a little bit on those. Not a lot, but a little bit. I'll look. I guess I'll look at it. I just got to remember to look at it. 2 days. Okay. Not going to be here tomorrow. Not going to be here tomorrow. We're going to the Valley of Fire. And so we're going to do Crucible today. Kat's parents are here, her mom and dad. It's Kat's birthday this weekend, and it's Mother's Day. And so they flew in last night. We're going to do some family stuff. Kat is an only child. And so this is a big deal. This will be probably the only baby that the family's gonna have for a while, anyways. Kind of a small family. Is it a big deal? You don't have a choice? Oh. No, this was a very deliberate process. Took 2 years. Well, thank you. Battle and raid. Let's do that now. Hopefully 8 battles and raid. Let's do that now. Free claim 5 late. Free claim Friday. Hello there. What is Free Claim Friday? We'll look at it. I've got the post. Oh, I see who it is now. All right. I see who it is now. I turned streamer mode off. Let me turn streamer mode back on because it's a pain in the ass. Otherwise, the sounds and stuff. Free Claim Friday? Oh boy. Third week? Okay. Why are we calling him Queso? Just because of the color? I know it's Quasar. Did someone call him Queso? Or is it just because of the color? Was it Sacred? Oh my god, it was it. Yeah, I don't know that it's a secret, but I would rather have that person say it first, if that makes any sense. It's not a secret, but maybe that person wants to stay under the radar. I don't know. New MSF video on. Okay, let's do that. Marvel Strike Force. The Avengers can't save you. Well, we already saw this. The shorts? All right, here. All right, we'll come back to that. Congratulations to your new envoy. Congratulations, Ceci. Oh, you already have it. Well, Ceci, it's not Ceci. For those of the people that it's not Ceci, but ow. I'm gonna finish this today because I don't like getting pinged at like 5 in the morning when I'm not thinking about this. No, Ceci is not an envoy. Envoys are meant to be. Well, first of all, they want to get. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything. I'll say it this way then. if I was running a video game company, the purpose of my ambassador envoy program or whatever the fuck it is would be mostly to provide the people that are talking publicly about Marvel Strike Force, like actual people that want to share their fun playing the game through streaming or videos or whatever like that. The purpose of the program is twofold. One, to get feedback from people that are highly engaged, and two, to provide them with as much accurate information as possible so that whenever they're talking about the game, they would have as much information as possible to form their own opinions, right? I'm not 100% sure that is the intent and the principles of Marvel Strike Force Ombre program. I believe loosely it is. Yeah, beta test and provide feedback. That is part of it. Yeah. Part of the Envoy program is to provide feedback and test things. Yeah, and provide quick feedback on live updates as well. Yeah, Marvel Strike Force like if we watched that video from 2 years ago, the guy that was talking at GDC, it's been their stated intent for the game is to push out things, in incremental basis and then get feedback, as quickly as possible to remedy potential problems. I think they've been pretty consistent that we're their testers. We're their testers, guys. I've already got this saved in my browser. I didn't even. Oh, holy shit. Oh my God. This is probably the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Holy moly. This guy needs to be in every thumbnail. Oh my God, look at the calves on this boy. Woof. He's got salmon colored shorts. He's got Crocs in different colors. He's got a Monster energy drink on his hip. Holy shit, he's holding a salmon colored flute. He's got a tinfoil hat. He's got a flamingo on his shoulder. I gotta send this to my wife right now. She must see this. Yeah, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Oh. Something wrong with me. AI video processor? Oh boy, that would be something too. Holy moly, I probably could. It's pretty fantastic. Where did you get the body part of this? Like, where did you find this image of Nobu looking like this? Is there an image of Nobu that looks just like this with this armor type stuff on it? This is really good work here. I mean, I'm super impressed. Hey, man. It's a salmon. It's a flesh-colored flute. Come on, guys. The patch on the, yeah. I mean, there's some. This is probably the single best thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't think. You know, there's a couple moments in your life that are just so inspiring. You know, I like, you know, the days that my daughter was born. The first time that I saw Nobu in this form. I mean, it's up there, right? I'm going to probably put this on my phone so later today I can jerk off to it. Shanice, I'm sure you're looking at that pic that I left last night. This is a different one. This is an upgraded one. The one that we have right here, you know, I mean, this guy's kind of, you know, he didn't have salmon colored. He didn't have socks. He didn't have socks with Crocs. And he didn't have a This is way better. This is an accurate representation of my avatar. He's my spirit animal. Now, my spirit animal is a squirrel, by the way. Pineapple? No. I know you guys give me a hard time about that, but no. Huge things for Nutch. The amount of time I spent looking for a picture like Frank. You know, it's funny that Kat's cousin got that for us, and I have no idea. Is Frank here? Yeah, Frank is there. There's a lot going on there. You know, listen, I want to express to you my commitment to being a streaming professional. Some streamers will have a webcam that they will use to showcase their cat or their dog, like a pet cam. This is to the level of dedication that I have. This is, I don't need a camera for my cat or anything like that. This is what my camera is. Yeah, I'm not kidding. My spirit angel is a squirrel. It's a long story, but it definitely is a squirrel. My wire there's nothing wrong with my wire management. Listen, I've got this belief system, and I need you to understand. So I live in Las Vegas, right? And this is my belief system. You ready for it? Every grain of sand in the desert is in its right place. Every grain of sand. Every wire underneath my desk is in the right place, serving a purpose in alignment with the universe, exactly where it's supposed to be. Meditate on that shit. Toxic 1391. Boomer escape fire trap. Oh my god, right? All right, we're getting some build up of some of this stuff. Yeah, I was talking to Valley about it yesterday, right? Yesterday or 2 days ago. So, Valley, I've been to Valley's house, and I didn't even know his desk was a standing desk. I think I could do that. What it would require is probably mounting this television on some sort of mount, and then I probably could do it. I think if it was on a mount, and you know, how much does the desk need to go up from standing to 16, right? I think this is probably like, what, 32 inches, and it probably needs to go up to like 60 inches. So what is that? 28 inches? Yes, I did the 10 for 10s. Yeah, I just sent you the links. I use your our DMs to each other, Steven, as like a depository of visual things that I do and as an archive. No, I mean I need a standing desk, and it's mostly that I need the monitor. I think I need this monitor on a bracket that is just up, and then it's tilted into the, well, here, I'll show you what I mean. So like, I need it to be up higher and then mounted to the wall. It's not next to the wall. But that's large. That's a large desk. You should look into somewhere like CL. Yeah, I bought this desk at an like a wholesale office liquidator place. And it's like, probably was like a $600 or $700 chair at one point, and I got it for like $100. It's a little bit too heavy. I would like to, I mean, if I wasn't a cheap fuck, I would have bought like Herman Miller channel, but they're just so expensive. I've been offered countless gaming chairs. It's just, I don't like them. No, I mean, this room is not getting used for anything else. A stand? Maybe. Maybe. I just don't see... I just don't see... I don't know. I'll figure it out. When? We don't know. I don't think we need reds on Odin right now. And the reason why I say that is that I feel like Odin is very, very, very strong, especially if with overpowered insta gave Odin like 50% more damage, right? Because most people are going to be taking Odin to gear tier 20. I don't know. I mean, that was like probably the character that got the biggest buff because of overpowered was Odin, right? Because why wouldn't you take him to gear tier 20? And then, I mean, your Nightcrawler didn't go to 20, but your Odin did. And every Nightcrawler that didn't go to 20 is getting fried by Odin. That's what I'm saying, is I don't think we need reds. Odin is stronger than he's ever been now with overpowered. Yeah, Omega Red Phoenix Force is an epic character. So, epic characters would be on the order of Captain Britain, Zombie, Scarlet Witch, and Omega Red Phoenix Force. It's pay or don't. I mean, they've clearly defined that character as being a paid character. Yeah, epic characters are just money. All right, let's go spend some campaign energy. Oh, I see. You're right. Oh, wait, let me restate that then. Now that okay, thank you, Steven. Now that I think about it, yeah, we should be get 7 reds on Odin. I didn't. How long of exclusivity should that be, though? Yeah, I thought you were talking about diamonds. Oh, you're talking about reds. Yeah, actually, that should be a thing. How long has Odin been out? 6 months? Yeah, I think we're overdue for reds on Odin. Thank you for bringing that up. I get what you're saying now. So I got Odin unlocked before the window closed. So people that got Odin before in that first whatever, I don't think it was like a 2-month window, have had a 7 red Odin, where everybody else that got it after that has what, 4? Yeah, that gap should be closing. Yeah, that's something that should be closed. Thank you for bringing that up. That might be something that I can put in a video. Especially because people are getting Professor X. And that would at least equalize all the Odin players. Now, diamonds, on the other hand, I don't think we're ready for diamonds on Odin. That's where I think that's what the whole case that I made was for diamonds. Yeah, I don't know if diamonds on Odin would make sense right now. Yeah, but they gave away the reds on Ares, right? You didn't even have to buy the battle pass, right? That's I'm not as sympathetic towards that as I am on the Odin thing. He didn't claim the red? Well, then I'm even less sympathetic. Yeah. I actually, I hope that he gets that fixed. What is going on here? Yeah, Ares is not that good anyways, so I don't know if it matters too much. Oh, look at this. And it's got a red Strike Force logo on the bottom. They mailed it to me for Christmas one year, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm on their Christmas list. Guess what I sent them? I think this would be on my Christmas cards. Wow, it's a PNG already. This is just like probably the best thing I've ever got my entire life that anybody's ever done for me. Boy, high resolution too. Isn't that the most spectacular thing you've ever seen in your life? I think I need to animate him. I think there is a way to animate photos, and I think I could put him in a photo and animate him. Well, you know what? Why don't we try that? Let's export this. Export as. How do you upload a photo? How do you animate a photo on this? All right, here, choose from your library. I wanted to see what it gives me. All right, we'll come back to that in a couple minutes. See what it gives me. All right, why did this freeze on me? Huh. Four-star null is better than a one diamond Doctor Strange for Dark Dimension 7. Yeah. I think null's better. You could summon Carnage and then get a lot of turn meter. Yeah, I think null's gonna be better for you. I don't think you can go wrong with null. Null's gonna carry you longer than Doctor Strange. A lot of that video too is about like what characters are going to serve you longer term outside of the dark dimensions, and I feel like null is that type of character that you're going to be better served outside of the dark dimensions. Yeah, Carnage is... Well, having more than one Carnage would create turn meter problems I don't think you would want. I think that could be pretty obnoxious, actually. Peacemaker, I don't care about Peacemaker though, like, because that was, Peacemaker was too violent, right? Actually, I kind of like this first one. I mean, this is... I mean, it's just an animated... I think that's great. I need to do this more, actually, with other stuff. I mean, it's just subtle. I like it. I mean, I could tell it to do all kinds of other things, but I like that. I'm downloading it. Why not have Null send them random symbiotes have carnage? I don't know. Spend a little bit more gold. Weekly, 3 days. I just need to run this node several times. Yeah, I need to do that. I'll try to figure it out tomorrow. Actually, you know what I can do? I need to get into like a boss node and go in like 5 times with thunderbolts. Maybe I can do that on the chaotic storm or the boss. Yeah. I need to spend 1,000,000 gold. Actually, the other day I took a character up to 105. I don't think I need to do that. I think I'm just gonna spend 1,000,000 gold. I did what, Cosmic Ghost Rider the other day? Add one piece of GT20. I don't know if I have. That's a good idea also. Actually don't know that I have anything like that that's ready to go up. Let's see, Punisher's the next one. Here we go. Could have did that, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of 25. Yeah, all right. Let's go into, what time is it? Milestones. Oh, this psychic catalyst. Is there any rewards other than cosmetics? I mean, I'll go into it, but I might understand that this thing for the doctor, the Professor X, the Dark Professor X thing was specifically designed for people that already have Professor X. Yeah, it's geared tier 20. You can get into it, but it's massively bugged.
Yo, Matt, that's cute. Now buy some more. We drop new kits just to feed the store. Power ain't free. This game's our grind. And balance? Nah, we left that behind. Free to play, that's fun to say, but ain't no profit in a fair way. We build the hype, then time to drop. And if you ain't spending, enjoy the shop. Cash over balance, that's the law. Turn your roster into revenue raw. Complain all you want, we don't flinch. Every old patch got a cash grab clinch. Look, your power's low, that's by design. It's not a bug when the loss feels fine. We ain't here for dreams, we here for math. And the whales, oh, they clear the path. Mirror match, nah, we twist the rules. So you gotta pay up just to use your tools. G20 live, hope you
All right.
that dough, or you'll fall behind by next milestone glow. Cash over balance, make it rain. Every new team got a built-in chain. We don't tune kits, we tune demand.
That's interesting. Black Knight. Dossier.
Sipping lattes with our Scopely hearts. Please fix war. Crucible's trash. Cool story, bro. Did you bring that cash? OP ain't broken. It's profit.
Yeah, it's.
Beautiful scam wrapped in digital stock. So cry on Reddit.
I mean, it's for cosmetics.
Just skins for cucks. Cash over balance, that's the game. We broke your fun and trademarked the name. Pay or lose, that's how it goes. Now get in line for them OP shows.
Where are you, Gore? Yeah, take that away.
Hey yo, it's Dorky Dad on the mic. Let me make this clear. Mobile complainer, AI faker. You ain't got no career. You out here pressing buttons trying to spit a verse, but your rhymes sound fake.
Let's do this.
Couldn't get worse. Auto-tune trash, call it AI despair. While I'm over here spitting bars without a single care. I'm the king of the flow. Call me dad of the year. You're the king of complaints. Always crying in my ear. Fake beats, fake rhymes. That's your whole vibe. Dorky Dad's got the truth. Yeah, keep it alive. You can't compete. You're a glitch in the game. Mobile complainer. Now remember the name. I'm the real deal. I got jokes and the skill. You're just scrolling TikTok, trying to find your next thrill. Your AI beats weak, they ain't got no soul. While I'm dropping heat, burning tracks like coal. You're out of your lane, better slow that roll. Rap battles ain't for bots, kid, know your role. I'm the dad with the swag, yeah, I'm running this house. While you're stuck in the corner, quiet as a mouse. I don't need no fake tricks, just a mic and my wit. You're a poser in the game, can't handle legit. So take your AA toys, go and find a new game. Dorky Dad just destroyed you, remember the name. Dropping bars so hard, left you shook, no denying. Now go back to complaining while I'm out here shining. Mic drop. Mic drop. Mic drop.
Oh, this is not going to do anything.
Mic drop.
I gotta find a different way to beat this team. Yeah, I gotta figure out a better way of beating this team, because coming down to Odin versus Odin is not. I mean, maybe I'll win, maybe I won't, but this doesn't look like. I had to manually. I mean, we're almost there, right? Okay. Yeah, but mirror match, you don't want to. On offense, if you're depending on a mirror match, that's not great. Where, like, I feel like this team right here, I'm just going to run over. Yeah, right here we can just hard target Odin, right? Man, I've been staying in the top 10. How's it going, Kumba? Kuma boss, how's it going? What do we got? I guess we can go over this. Let's watch this. Haven't watched this yet.
Chosen by destiny, Quasar is the cosmic light in the endless dark. The quantum bands granted him dominion over the energy of the cosmos.
No, this is the same thing,
With that
only
power,
it's
he fights a war that transcends earthly comprehension.
Portrait.
A war.
This is the same thing, only it's portrait, right?
Looms a Nihilus. He is the living death that walks, the firstborn son of oblivion. From the depths of the negative zone.
Yeah.
A Nihilus.
Unfortunately, we can only moderate English, so I kindly ask that we do English. All right, let's do this. Hit Monkey Strike Pass, Shadow King Trials, Twitch drops, Red Justice, same as this week. Raid daily, okay. Room 2 is changed to Raid on Crucible? What? Did I miss that? Oh, is it just for 1 week? Oh, then I don't care. It's just for 1 week? Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if it's for 1 week. I find that this is not that fun if it goes on for months. But this is fine if it's just for 1 day, 1 week, one tournament. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's fine. Because what happens with this room is that after we figure out what the optimal team is and all the possible counters, then it just comes down to like, it becomes very repetitious after a couple weeks. But that's not going to happen because it's just for a, well, it's U16. So what's that? It's going to be like a four day tournament instead of a 5-day tournament. Okay. It ain't just a shit for anyone. Did that happen to you before? All right, let's go to Reddit. Also, should I change my Crucible? What's up, Canic? How's it going? I've got like 50 minutes to change my room defense. I wonder if I should do that. I don't really want to do what everybody else is doing, though. Maybe I should.
Strategy flat, stack your cash or get outplayed. Welcome to the new meta they made.
All right. Cosmic Crucible.
We dropped overpowered, so y'all hit the store. Power ain't free, this game's a biz. You think we care, bro? Check the whales, we real. Your roster's trash, that's by design. But hey, there's a 99.99. Balance, please, it's not our thing. Just drop some cash and you get a swing. We read your posts, we laughed and flexed. Dear devs, it's broken, cool, who's next? OP's not broken, it's profit unlocked. Keep whining while we stack all the cash. OP this, OP that.
Rain Dragon, you're the best. You're the best.
Now it's pay to smash or take the walk.
In a world of whales, sheets, one man rose up in crush with a pink recorder and a dream over a power. He logs in late but still gets it done. Sipping monsters in that noonday sun. Tinfoil crown like a battle-worn king. Dropping memes in chat that don't mean a thing. Cargo shorts, hot takes, Reddit plans. Spreadsheet pulled from a monster can. They laughed at first, then he cleared the node. Not meta perfect, but he cracked the code. He's mobile complainer. Takes down bosses with a janky disclaimer. He crocs on his feet and flute in hand. The troll heart bard of his digital land. He's mobile, Marvel's own bard. Trolling hard while he's playing smart. Ain't no Krakens here, no bundles bought. Just one man vibing to Twitch chat thought. Other people's spreadsheets, patch notes and lore. Crafting combos that you can't ignore. Didn't wail out, didn't buy the pass. Still beat Profex with pure sass. Twitch chat cooks while he snacks and chills.
Right back.
Top 10 rank with half-built skills. Turn 1 lost, still got the dub. Dropped a VOD, haters caught the sub. Not every hero wears a cape. Some wear plastic shoes and rewire fate. With a pink recorder and a fearless flow. He's the anthem every F2P bro. No, he's mobile complainer. Turns his rants into strats like a gamer. No bug or nerf, breaks his grind. He's got big brain moves and a Reddit mind. He's mobile, MSF's voice, making noise like it
would sing, or see a snarky post with a trollish zing. Just know behind the sass and play stands a hero who joked his way to slay.
There's something about a lowered Civic in there.
He drives a Civic, lowered so deep it scrapes eyes, oh wait, nose. Legend!
This is some pretty obscure facts about me. About my lowered Civic. Holy shit. There's lyrics about my lowered Civic. Holy moly. Did you include that I had 412s in my lowered Civic? And my registration was always late, so I got pulled over like constantly. Holy moly. I got pulled over like once a week. They're complaining about it being too low, too loud, and then registration. It was just like constant problems. This is gonna make it impossible. I know. I did. And you know what? I got the car all, and the reason why I had problems with registration was not because of the, well, the reason why I had problems with registration was because of the smog, because I fucked my whole engine up. You know, changing out the exhaust and the intake and stripping the catalytic converter and, you know, doing all this stupid shit that nobody should do to a 4-cylinder car. Because I was like 18. I could not pass smog ever. And so that was the problem with the registration. Yeah, no, but then eventually I did. But I gotta tell you this: rolling around 10 with music loudly playing and a lowered car with tinted windows attracts so much attention, and I was getting pulled over all the time. And one day I grew up and I got like a normal car that wasn't stupid, and everybody, I never had a problem, ever. Like, I never ever did I ever have a problem. All right. Yeah, I know, right? It's like as soon as I drove like a normal looking car, I had no more problems. Who would have thought that that was a thing? My car was being profiled. 1000% my car was profiled constantly. I mean, there was always a reason for them to pull me over. No front license plate, loud exhaust, too low to the ground. So like, but when you have a car that doesn't have those problems, okay. I don't think I've had any interaction with law enforcement in a decade, it feels like. Why did I do it that way? Yeah, I just don't have any. We had one when Kat's car got stolen, but that was at our request, right? They came to the house and did a report. What is going on here? What is this guy? Vampire stalker. All right. I witnessed an accident. They came out and talked to me about it because I guess a lady got hurt pretty bad, and I saw what happened. That's about it. Oh. Well, am I going to get all them? Oh, I have it on difficulty 1. Shit. So is this going to get me the rewards, though? Take my money. Should I just finish this and be done with it? Well, I'll come back to this. I left it on difficulty 1. I do like that they're doing this. I hope that they do more things like this in a way that the maximum number of players can enjoy it. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Well, okay, so this is my take on it. Who are the spotlight raids? The spotlight the champion showcase, the showcase events for, not for in-game players. See, my thing is that they should make those for everybody and make them a actual sales pitch on why you want the character. Because they're already building those. Why don't they build those in a way that is meaningful to more people, or everybody for that matter? Like, my thing is they're already doing that, so why not make it meaningful for everybody? And so I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. Like, give everybody predetermined characters. The characters that they provide are the new characters, and you have to use them in a particular way to beat whatever it is. Like, if they're a team designed to do this in this, show us that. And make it so that you have to play it correctly and learn the kits to get it done. They're already building it. They're already doing something with it. Why can't it be in a way that I go, holy shit, Victoria Hand is cool and I really like her? I didn't get that experience. What I got was Taskmaster blew everybody up and it was the same characters over and over again. I have no idea what Victoria Hand is or does, and nor did I was incentivized to buy her or any kind of feedback that the character is good and or useful in certain situations and what she does. I learned nothing other than Taskmaster blows shit up. Nothing at all. Heal up. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just feel like because you have to get a run score to get anything, so I was just gonna. Just heal the team. Thatch, would you GT Winners your opponent use the Perfect Saga before finishing the first set of nodes? Example, Villains before City. So the answer is I would not, and I do have a reason. It's a very specific reason. It has to do with the distribution of Professor X red stars. Does that make sense? Because the more nodes you finish, the more red stars you get on Professor X. And so you want, in some ways, to do it in order. That way you can get as many red stars as possible if you're not going to finish it before the event ends. If you're going to finish it before the event ends, it doesn't matter. So they're wasting time designing this content? I disagree. I mean, I think the timing of this is weird because of the timing of this is weird because I don't know for what period of time, but there was zero, and I'm not talking about Kraken content, there was zero veteran player content. Like if you were a player that had been playing the game for 7 years, there was like a period of months where there was nothing meaningful PvE. And then they just like, and then even more so for like everything was simmable and no, there was nothing meaningful to do. And it's like, why are we, you know, it was, everything was just simmable and audible. It was horrible. And then, fine. Okay, fine. So then, and then even worse for the Mega Krakens, Mega Spencers, even worse, right? Then they came out with the Professor X saga, which is essentially a Kraken fest, right? And then this, it feels like it's back to back a couple things. It just doesn't feel staggered very well. I feel like they heard the feedback that there's nothing in-game players to do, and then they created all this stuff, but it was like it was so dry for so long. Yeah, it was just too much. It's like all at once. Like they went from like next to zero to maybe like a lot. But here's the thing. Do we want them to discourage them to do less? Do we want to say, hey, don't do it? Because the potential answer is they do nothing at all, right? It's like, well, holy moly, at least you're doing something. Can you funnel this into something that more players can use? I'm glad that you're doing stuff. Can you make this so that it's fair and fun for a large percentage of the player base? This one right here, though, I don't think it matters much because it's just skins. And I can't speak to how hard or easy it was to make this. I have no idea. So the case that I'm trying to make, I always try to make cases that are win-wins rather than things that are just good for one subset of the player base or bad for the subset of place, because most people just like consider their own situation and that's that, right? So the scenario that I presented earlier, where I think it's a win-win-win-win. Pre-designed teams, so everybody gets the pre-designed teams on the new characters, where people have to play it. Nobody's given an advantage because it's pre-designed, right? Everybody gets the player provided characters. We all get to play with the new toys. We actually have to learn the kits. We actually get to see what the characters are supposed to do. If this team is supposed to be this team, show us. And it's a win for them because they sell more. did anybody learn anything about Victoria Hand? Did anybody make a buying decision about Victoria Hand based on her showcase event? No. Like this is one of those things where it just seems like a no-brainer. Content for every single player in the community, and they get more sales. I just don't understand, like, those type of solutions I think are helpful. Because it's a win for everybody. Right, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. That was useless. And somebody spent time making it, and it was completely useless. And they didn't get any sales because of it. And it was essentially a waste of my time. I was like, why do I even have to do this? This is terrible. AI generated. So I do think that they're wanting to do procedurally generated enemies and content. When we went and looked at roguelike, that was part of the pitch, is that we want to use procedurally based content with a predetermined enemy base and have it randomized. Although they went out of their way to say that it was not AI generated, which was interesting. Distinctly remember that. I also believe that any studio worth their salt is looking to implement time-saving AI tools. It was originally supposed to be gated behind Professor X. I mean, I guess you could make a case that it could be gear tier 19 or whatever if you want. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't build it. I mean, make a post on Reddit. I don't know. I feel like sometimes people are coming up with weird questions like, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I don't work for him. I don't know. Oop. Yeah. There has to be a way of building things where more people can participate in it. I feel like there's a way of doing it. I've seen it done in other games, so I'm always a little bit curious to why it doesn't happen here. Feels like everything is either way too hard or way too easy. They have a strong aversion to people playing something that is insanely hard. They would rather gate it than allow you to play it, is what I've seen. Yeah. I've heard them a couple times say things like that. They must have like studies that if you enter into a mode that you're not supposed to be in and you just get deleted right at the gate, they must have like data suggesting that that's super horrible. Because otherwise, I don't know why they would. Because it seems to me they prefer to gate it. Oh, I did the wrong one. They prefer to gate it than to make it, like what you're suggesting is make it unfun and unbeatable. Yeah, I think there's data that's suggesting that's how people uninstall games. I don't have that data, so I don't know. But I've heard them talk about that before. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. The one thing that I think is that they don't have this problem in other games with PvE content. That's the one thing that I can't wrap my head around. Is why is this such a problem in this game? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a good answer for that either myself. Like, I'm not sure. It's just like I play another game, as you know, that is almost exclusively PvE, and they don't have this problem where it feels like there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do, and it never feels oppressive. And I'm a new player at the game, right? I'm a new player. It doesn't feel oppressive. Like, it's just like, yeah, I can't, there's stuff I can't do, and it's fine, right? I don't feel weird about it. I always feel like I'm making incremental, like whatever am I playing in, I feel like I'm making small incremental progress. And even though I can't beat it, I don't feel like delete the game. I just like, okay, I did better than yesterday. I improved my team just a tad, and we're moving forward slightly, and that's that, right? Raid, it makes 3 times as much as money as Raid from what I'm seeing. For all the numbers I've seen suggest that Raid is doing almost triple the revenue with triple the player base. And their player base is growing, And my understanding is they just had their biggest month ever, bigger than COVID. Their revenue base is going up, and they had their largest month ever, even bigger than their COVID months. I mean, I don't have the data, but you know, I just go and look at the size of their Discord communities, the number of people that are on their Reddits, the number of online people on their Reddit forums. It's always triple, always triple. Every number is triple. How many subscribers their largest YouTubers have, how many views their largest YouTubers, how many views they get on their channel, every data point I've looked is it's pretty close to triple. Raid has been going on for 6 years. 1 year less than Marvel Strike Force. All right. Yeah, I agree with this. Yep. I've read this post. I've read this post. Yep. I agree with it. Yep. He put this in another post somewhere else too. I've read this more than one. You may have typed this up for here, but I've seen you type up something similar also, Steven. If this wasn't a Marvel game, do you think it would still be going? Well, what was the Disney Source Arena, which is pretty much the same game as this, and it's not around anymore. There was a DC game. I think there's some things that this game does right, and I think it will keep on going. But there have been a lot of clones and copies of so Marvel Strike Force and Galaxy are very similar. They're different, but they're similar. And I feel like I don't even know if that Looney Tunes game is still running. There was a DC version. There was a DC IP version of this game that's not around anymore. The Lord of the Ring game's long gone. Yeah. What makes the game stay around? I really think that Marvel Strike Force really does PvP right. For me, Crucible and War have been the shining spots of this game. I also think that collecting heroes that you like or are familiar with and upgrading them, and there's something about collecting that is not necessarily a gameplay element, but like, you know how it is, like when I was a kid, I would play Magic the Gathering, or you know, I would get baseball cards. There was something, and then I saw other people doing it with like Beanie Babies or whatever, right? There's something about collecting that is not necessarily tied to gameplay that is also fun. There just is. And that is not tied to gameplay. Xcoin store? I don't know. I don't have the Xcoin store. Do you have the Xcoin? I don't have the Xcoin store. I do, but I think that I think that for me the PvP is pretty good in this game. Actually, I can straight up, you know, I was giving praises to Raid Shadow Legends. What's sidestep that? Their PvP is garbage over there. It's not good. It's not good. There's like more game modes. I think they have like 3 1 versus 1 game modes, and then they have like 2 like alliance versions, so like a total of 5 game modes. I don't like any of them compared to like CC or Alliance War. And their live arena is the worst. So I mean, I guess it goes both ways. And in fact, my favorite PvP game mode in Raid Shadow Legends is called CVC, Clan versus Clan. And it's not even it's just like who can spend the most resources. And for some reason, that's more fun than anything else they have. Like anybody that plays Raid Shadow Legends knows what I'm talking about. Like probably Clan versus Clan is the most fun PvP mode that they have. And it's not even gameplay. It's just like who can hoard and spend the most resources. And somehow that's fun. Yeah. It's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, Live Arena would be pretty good if it was sped up. Holy, it's just atrociously tedious and clunky. Holy moly, it's so clunky. The one thing, though, too, it's just different. Yeah, dude, and there's like actually strategy to it and like knowing what to hoard. So Valdi, who's in chat, he's in my alliance. He's got it down better than me. Like I usually am #1 in my alliance, and he passed me up this last one. Like he had more points than I did because he's better hoarding than I am. Like he figured out how to optimize that event, and he actually did better than me. Yeah, I know that. See, Nips is my alliance. So we lost, but it was still pretty fun. I don't know how to explain that. Like I was disappointed that we lost, but we had good participation. It was close. I think we got baited by the Lions, and they flushed all their points at the last minute, and it was neck and neck until like the last 3 hours. And then some of their heavy hitters just stepped up and gutted all their resources, and they ended up winning. And I was just like, oh wow. Yeah, it was super fun. And it's funny, it's not even gameplay. It's just... It's so wild to me that the best player versus player game mode in Raid Shadow Legends has 0 gameplay in it. None. None. And it only happens every other week for like 2 days. And 1 week is different than the second week. One of them has personal rewards and one of them doesn't. So it really is only like once a month where it really matters. It's only for a couple days too. Well, PvP, I think I consider asynchronous combat to be PvP, where you're playing up against somebody's defensive roster, even though you're not playing it real time versus each other. It's still, to me, considered PvP. I know what definition you're leaning off of, but I'm going to tell you that live arena is garbage in Raid Shadow Legends. It's the worst. Like, the truest form of what, like, the PvP definition that you're working off is not fun in this type of game. In fact, it's probably my least favorite game mode in all of Raid Shadow Legends, because it's so clunky and tedious and just horrible compared to, like, asynchronous combat is just a lot easier than this game. I mean, asynchronous is where is all the game modes that we have. Cosmic Crucible, Alliance War, Arena, that's all asynchronous combat. You're playing against somebody else's defense, but you're not playing against them real time. RTA. So you're talking about like the draft arena. It's the drafting process that's horrible. If a squad RPG game could figure out to do something like Snap did, where the drafting when you place Snap has a very good mobile solution to PvP, real-time PvP, where both players are making their decisions simultaneously. And so there's no like I go, you wait, back and forth. It's both of you are thinking and making your moves at the same time. Yes, sometimes one player takes a little bit longer than the other, but it's not the entire wait. It's so much better. And if one of these mobile games could figure out how to do this drafting process in some sort of fair, simultaneous manner where we're both picking at the same time, so I'm not waiting for you for 5 hours, which is so annoying. Yeah, well, PvP with bots, I get that. That's a different thing. I'm talking about the mechanic of playing. When Duelim and I are playing when we're both picking who to ban and what characters to pick, it is so clunky and time consuming. But if we are both picking characters at the same time, and then it's both revealed at the same time, and there was some sort of fair way of doing it, it would be like a godsend. If someone could figure out how to do that correctly in a squad RPG game, every game would clone it because it would be good. Because the disadvantage to Live Arena and Raid Shadow Legends is just that it's so clunky and like, oh my God, will you fucking pick? Holy shit, pick your characters. I'm waiting. Holy hell, take a turn. It's so annoying. It takes forever. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody's been really able to figure it out in these squad RPGs. I know that the original version of RTA, or the real time that we had in this game, I think originally came out in Summoner's War, and I hear the same problem Summoner's War. I personally experienced it inside of Raid Shadow Legends. It was so incredibly unsuccessful in this game that it still exists. You can still do it. It's still in game. It's just they have completely abandoned it. And I feel like if someone could figure out how to streamline the ban and pick and selection phase where both players were acting on some sort of simultaneous manner, or where both of your picks are revealed simultaneously, and then, if there's a duplicate, maybe it bans, they both get thrown out, and then you go to the next one, blah, blah, blah. I feel like there's a way of doing it. Or if you go into match, before you load up the match, you pick the order, the order of your first pick before you go in, so you don't have to even wait for the first pick. Like, I feel like I go into Raid Shadow Legends knowing what character I'm going to pick first every single time. Well, why can't it just be a default and skip that process altogether? I just don't get it. It's just so tedious. I'll show you a game. All right, I'll show you a game. The other thing, it does. I can show you why it's not that fun. Here, let's see. I'll load it up. All right. It's loading. Like save squads or something. I don't know. I feel like there's just a way of speeding it up. And I don't even know if Live Arena is live right now. That's the other thing too. To cut down queue times and everything, they only turn it on for a couple hours a day. And so you have to go into that Live Arena during a window. I believe it's running right now. But there's only it's on for 2 hours, off for 2 hours, on for 2 hours, off for 2 hours. And it has like 4 2 or 3 hour windows a day where it's actually live. See, it's live right now. So Live Arena, we're going to go into it. And so Live Arena, so I'm going to hit, oh God, I have to spend 10 gems just for you guys. So I'm waiting. I don't know how long this is going to be. This could be 5 seconds. It could be like 30 seconds. But the point is, we're waiting. Like, this is just, like, I feel like this is also an inherent problem with PvP, the matchmaking process. And I'm either gonna, you know, okay, so we that only took 20 seconds, fine. So now I'm gonna have to wait for them to pick their first champion. Imagine if it was already pre-selected and we just wouldn't have to wait for this. All right, they picked Arbiter. So I would normally pick Arbiter myself, but now I can't. So I'm gonna pick Fabian and Sun Wukong. Hit confirm. Now I gotta wait for them. But what if we were picking simultaneously? That's what I'm trying to get at. Why do I have to wait? They're waiting for me. I'm waiting for them. Okay, they picked 2 randoms that I don't know. I need to have a second leadership ability that to match my Sun Wukong. So I'm gonna do He-Man. And why don't we do Alice? Oh, I know. I feel like, so I'm gonna ban her or her. I'm gonna ban Arbiter. They're gonna probably ban my Sun Wukong or my Fabian. I don't really care which one they ban, but they're gonna ban one. See, I'm waiting for them to ban. All right, they bagged Fabian, so I'm gonna pick Sun Wukong. All right, and now we're waiting them to pick a leader. Why couldn't they pick their leader while I was picking mine? I don't know. I mean, I feel like they were going to pick the same leader no matter what. I just don't know why I had to, like, or if they're going to pick the same leader no matter what, maybe they could pre-select it, and then as soon as I'm done, they could just hit confirm real quick. I just feel like there's so many ways to save time. All right, so I lost the turn meter game. I'm waiting. And then probably what's going to happen is I'm just going to auto lose, but it's going to, like, I don't even think I'm going to get to take a turn, by the way, right? So look how long it takes for me to lose. Like, I'm not even taking a turn. I'm just waiting. And I'm kind of at the mercy of how long they take to win the match. Okay, they won. I just think that's not very fun. I spent all that time matchmaking to not even take a turn and just lose. I just don't see how that's even fun. Anyways, I'm done with that. Yeah, it took 2 minutes to draft, which is very fast, to not even take a turn and lose. It's just like, it's just not fun. And they compel you to get 1 win a day. It's like not optional. Like, let's say, I feel like in Raid Shadow Legends, there's like 19,000 game modes that are completely optional, and you just say, fuck it, I don't want to do that. It's like really easy to just skip things you don't like. In the advanced daily quests, they compel you to get 1 win a day. And if you go in and lose 3 or 4 in a row, you wasted like 20 minutes of your time to play something you didn't want to play just to fill that 1 daily quest. It's so annoying. Anyways, the point I guess I'm also making is every game has got some weird kinks of things that people don't like. More 10 for 10s? Yeah. Oh, the same ones from yesterday? Okay. Don't kink shame? Hey, man. So I got a question for chat since we're talking about kink shaming. Like, I just want to strongly state this before I go on to this. Like, there's a lot of things in this world I don't understand, but just because I don't understand them doesn't mean that it's not a thing. And I think I first discovered that when I was dating a girl that was anorexic. And like my whole life I was thinking, is this like, can these people just eat a pizza and their problem is solved? It doesn't work like that. And I think that there's so many things like that in life, specifically like sexuality and things like that. Like, you know, my plumbing works a certain way and yours works different. I can't even wrap my head around your experience. But just because I don't understand it doesn't mean it's not a thing. Okay, so we got that out of the way. I have a very, like, I'm very open to like other people's experiences as being a thing because it doesn't bother me. I get it. Like, just because I don't understand it doesn't mean it's not a thing. So this foot fetish thing, right? Like, I still can't really wrap my head around it. Like I don't get it. And so this is my question to anybody that has like a foot fetish. Are there, or maybe this is just a general question. So like, why isn't there like armpit fetishes? Like, you could actually fuck an armpit, but I don't think you could fuck a foot. Like, I don't get it. So why aren't there armpit fetishes? Like, you could actually do something with an armpit. I don't get it. Oh, so I'm just wrong? There are armpit fetishes? Okay, well, if there's armpit fetishes, then never mind. I just never heard of anybody saying like armpit fetishes. Do people sell armpit pics? I mean, is that a thing? I'm just saying. Is there a market for armpit pictures? I don't get it. This is the real reason why we're here right now. We're gonna figure out all the life's mysteries. Yeah, so I did have a cat. One of Kat's best friends is a therapist, and she said that it has to do with religious anxiety and or unwanted pregnancy anxiety, to like prefer anything other than something that potentially could get someone pregnant or be in a violation of their religious beliefs. And so those are the types of people that tend to gravitate towards foot fetishes. That's what she told me, because there's no guilt associated with that, where there's other types of guilt. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know if that's true or not, but that was the explanation she gave me. No? Okay. Yeah, she said it has to do with people's fear of getting people pregnant, people's fear of getting sexually transmitted diseases, people's fear of breaking some sort of religious convictions, and, you know, some people just default to something that's not morally wrong, or that you can get a disease from, or you can get someone pregnant. That was what she told me. I don't know that that's the answer. I don't know shit about this kind of stuff. But that's what she told me. I mean, she's like a therapist, so what do I know? I got the 3200 arena. I told you it was easy to do, right? No. And okay, well, let me put it to you this way, because I come from a very strict religious background. What if every time that you had premarital sex, you were terrified not only of God sending you to hell and or getting somebody pregnant, and every time that you had sex, you left that experience with tremendous guilt and shame? Like, not only did you potentially almost get somebody pregnant, but you sinned against God and you were going to burn in hell forever. And you do that over and over and over, you get an adverse negative reaction to that. I'm just saying, I know this is a thing because that's how I was raised. Yeah, I'm just saying that this is a, I mean, this is a thought process though for a certain percentages of people in the world. I mean, I don't know what it's like in other countries with other religions, but I'm sure there are people that feel this way. Like it was so against the rules to have premarital sex that birth control was not even a consideration. Like nobody was talking about sex education or because you just don't have sex. I don't know. I don't think that way anymore, but like I know this is a thing. And so what my therapist was saying, or my Kat's therapist friend was saying, is that this is the kind of thought process that some people might turn into a foot fetish because it doesn't have those anxieties attached to it. I also thought that if you kissed a girl, you get AIDS and die. Keep in mind that I grew up in one of the hardest hit towns in the country for AIDS, and I knew a lot of people that died of AIDS. And in fact, like neighbors, people I knew, everybody was dying of AIDS. And I remember being a child. So this happened like when I was in middle school. I remember like there were people that would walk around in the neighborhoods that had what they call Legionnaires, and it was I don't know what Legionnaire's disease, and I don't really know what it is, but I just remember they had AIDS or HIV, and they were sucked up with like purple lesions all over their body, and they were like walking around the neighborhood with these purple lesions. I was terrified to the point that if I kissed a girl, or the first time that I had sex, not only did I get her pregnant, but I'd also get AIDS. Didn't matter if we were both virgins, I was getting AIDS. I really believed this stuff. Anyways, I'm just giving you some context of the way I was raised. Holy shit. I'm glad I got away from that. Oh my God. I don't think any of those things today. Oh yeah. Hey, technically, Kat got pregnant without intercourse, so I'm just saying, there's no. As far as you guys know, I've only had sex twice in my entire life. That's it. 2 times. I think my mom had sex 3 times total. I'm just saying. No, well, we did IVF, so we had a medical procedure. Yeah. Oh my God, where did this abundance of currency come from? Oh yeah, this is one of these, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about today. Oh, sorry, man. We got to discuss the real issues here. You mean really all the time? No. No. By the way, I know this is, I just wanted to state this. I am so happy that we're finally pregnant. Not me personally, I'm not pregnant, but what I mean, we, the family that we're creating, Kat and I are pregnant. It took 2 years. It was a hassle, mostly for her, but it was a hassle for me too. I had to do like hundreds of injections. I had to go to surgery twice. I had needles stuck into my balls. And I'm just so glad that our family is moving forward. Like I on a daily basis, I was like, thank the universe or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, thank goodness we're through that. And it's moving forward. I mean, it's not over yet, but it was a struggle. And now she's going through it. She's actually struggling right now, but it's worth it. It's just like I'm just glad to be moved past through that. Holy moly. Yeah, I'm back on testosterone. Yeah, and then also not being on testosterone and the hormone medications that I had to take really made me suicidal. And I don't really want to talk about that because it was so dark and ugly. But the peak problem of it is some people actually saw me when I was in the middle of it, was when that not this last trip to Scopely, but the trip before. Like, I don't know if you guys were here the other day when I was talking to Venora about how I had to dip out. Like, Valley was there. Is like, man, you just left. I just left the conference because I was having such a bad time. Oh yeah, the hormone, like I said, hundreds of injections of these medications that totally messed with my mind. It was horrible, absolutely terrible. Oh man, JC, I hopefully, yeah, been there. Tessie, yeah, I've done 2. I did 2. I did do 2 sets of them. They're bad, but I think the concept of them are horrible. Yeah. What orbs? The orbs are not converting. Nothing's happening to orbs. Currency is converting. So I first of all, the only way that I can explain this entire process, imagine this is like pounds, and this is like francs, and this is like lira, and this is like, I don't know what they used in Germany, but there's these currencies in these stores right here, right? And they're converting them all to euros. And then the prices of these items will also convert to euros. And there's a specific exchange rate for each one of these things. It's all going to happen on the 22nd. It's only affecting this right here, and then the pricing on the items. And it should be at some sort of parity where it's all the same before and after. So it doesn't really affect orbs. The 2 things that we just found out about a couple days ago is that they're getting rid of this right here, the Crimson Gear Raid Orb. They're getting rid of Arena Orbs, and they're also getting rid of the L4 training modules. So my suggestion is to take advantage of those now rather than later. Now, my understanding is that for now, the shops are going to stay the same. And maybe someday they'll all be consolidated into one legacy shop, let's say. But there's no timeline on that. My understanding is everything is going to look the same for now, except for, this currency won't exist. It'll be that new shop currency. There you go, Kentucky Fried Koto. Fair enough. 27 months. Windstorm 414. Come here, you have a ride today. There's something you can make it better. I'm having a great day today. Yeah, but I think they will consolidate all the orbs and all the items into one tab at some point in the future, but I don't know if there's even a timeline for that yet. It would make sense. The elite raid credits. And my suggestion is to go and purchase the Crimson Gear Raid Orbs with all of your elite credits if you have any of that. The other currency that's of value before the 22nd, so you want to consider every 8 hours buying the L4 training modules and L3 training modules every 8 hours. And then the excess of that should go into Arena Orbs because those also have training modules. Access to training modules with the new shop credit system is going to be restricted, so might as well get the most out of it now. But you won't be able to buy L4s going forward, and you won't be able to buy Arena Orbs. The reality is the shop currency for a lot of players is going to be useless. I don't know if that needs to be stated or not. Like, if it's useless to you today, it's going to be useless going forward. There is some things that are useful today, and those items that are useful today, in my opinion, are going to be the ability to get training materials out of the Arena Orb, and that is going away. The other useful thing is to purchase Gear Tier 19 pieces with elite raid credits, and that is going away. So I would consider, getting as many of those training materials and gear tier 19 pieces with that before it converts, because after it converts, you won't be able to. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm curious what they're going to do with the L3s. The L3s are staying. It's the L4s that are going away. Then wait until the 21st or the 20th. Alzo Rock put a legitimate question, but I believe if Pathfinder was with here, he'd probably pop into chat and say, yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm just worried as soon as I open all the orbs, they introduce a unique like they did with Osmium and Chromium. It's certainly possible. If that is of a high concern to you, I'm going to risk it, or already did it, so it doesn't really matter to me. Like it already happened. Then wait to the 20th or the 21st. I'm more worried about forgetting to do it, if that makes any sense. Where do we have X coins? I don't have any X coins. Are you saying there's an event that shows X coins right now? X coins shouldn't be in the game right now. Events tab. Yeah, I don't know. It could just be a remnant. I don't see how that really matters, even though it shouldn't be there. Yeah, it doesn't affect anything. The X coins left the game Monday. Monday was the end date of the X coins. I feel like that timetable was accelerated by a week, and maybe this is a remnant of them changing it. Yeah, I don't think that's a real. I wouldn't worry. I mean, I don't see how it matters. It just shouldn't be there. Okay. Well, they accelerated the departure of the X coins, or they accelerated the incoming intel. So I believe it was everything was advanced by a week, and that could just be a remnant of that. I don't know. All right, let's do some of this here. Oh, what is this? Battle in Cosmic Crucible. Use Lilanda and Crucible offense. All right. Starjammers on offense. I hope you did it. Did we know this was going to happen? I guess I didn't think about it. Strike Fox said they reported the X-Wing things. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yep, there you go. Get fucked, Duelam. Fuck you, Duelam, and your shitty defense plans. That's what you get for listening to Duelam. I don't know. How are we supposed to know that, though? It's kind of weird that it came last minute. Not this event. This is daily. This expires. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I thought it was day. Yeah, okay. It's not. This is a non-event then. You guys can change it tomorrow. Hey, Duelam. We think you should use this team here. We don't care if it's the logical strategy. Put them on defense because fuck you. How dare you use your brain and come up with strategy different than what we conceived the team to do? Starjammers are only supposed to be in offense. Don't you know, Duelam? You my asshole. All right, we ready to do Crucible? I think we're ready to do Crucible. I don't think there's anything else to do. Fat stats. Hey, Wapo's in the same group again. Hey, Wapo, maybe we can pair up. I feel like we've been in the same bracket recent, like just a couple weeks ago, right? Not even like 2 weeks ago. I could do Illuminati Odin in 6. I can do Immortals in 5. We can do Starjammers in 3. We can do S6 in 2. What do we got in 1? That's a weird team there. All right, so we got 1 and 4 left. We've got Night Stalkers, so I can use like... I can use my not... Can I do like Emma Night Stalkers? All right, and then I need a team for 1. I've got like... I've got like Old Man Logan, Omega Red. So this is the Iron Patriot get fucked by Thanos room. Can I do Omega Red Phoenix Force? What else do I have? Vigilantes? Can Vigilantes take that? Can I do Vigilantes in 1? I've got a lot of them at 11. Vigilantes in room 4. Then can I use Night Stalkers in 1? I can use Vigilantes in 4. Yeah, I guess the question is, what do I want to do in 1? I have a Mega Red Old Man Logan. I have a Mega Red Phoenix Force and Old Man Logan and some randoms, or Vigilantes in 1. I also could use Night Stalkers there, I guess. I don't know how Night Stalkers... I feel like most of my Vigilantes that are 11, wouldn't they do fine there? I figure we can get stuck behind Gladiator. Oh, Winstra, Duelim is the best. I think he's the punching bag of the Twitch community. He is loved. All right, let's take a look. All right, I'm gonna do vigilante. Yeah, you're right. Sable's gonna eliminate that problem. And a lot of my vigilantes are 11s, so I don't have to be that as scared of Thanos, right? I mean, three out of my 4 are 11s. All right, so this is what I'm thinking: vigilante in 1, S6 in 2, Starjammers in 3. No. Starjammers in 3? Yeah, fine. Mirror Emma in 4, Immortals in 5, Illuminati Odin in 6. That's overcount. No? Is Gambit worth G20? No. Yeah, do not do your best to not. Yeah, no, don't do Gambit. He won't help you get Professor X and pre-Ares characters to be voided at all costs, taking to gear tier 20. I mean, there's some exceptions, but yeah, the answer. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. Okay. Yeah, the Blitz event is paywalled. Let's look. Play 1 Blitz battle with vigilantes? So what's the deal with that? Oh, it's gonna be an offer. Yeah, this is just a pay. This is guys. This is just an offer. This is not an event. This is an offer that's put into the event section because you cheap fucks aren't going to the offer section. I don't know. It's an offer. It's an offer. This is a pop-up in disguise, guys. How to finish my some monies. Holy moly. Monies. There's gonna be an offer. It's gonna be an offer. I don't know of any reason to hoard energies. Yeah, they didn't put the link to the offer. Scopely, you missed out on opportunities, man. Yeah, I don't like. I don't like these. But they were putting in an offer button up next to the event at one point. It's a dolphin event. I agree with that. Okay, we got through that. Let's see. Collect this. This is Blitz currency. A little bit anyways. A little bit of intel there. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. Yeah, they missed an opportunity to put the offer right here. They could have put the offer right here. Scopely! Put the offer right here! Finish the event. $20. I don't know why they would push the event out without the offer, though. I feel like that is... So the problem I have with that is it feels insulting. Like... I feel like it's kind of insulting to present an event as, when it's really just an offer. I mean, if they're going to do it, just mask it a little bit better. I don't know. Because it's blatant. You know, you can't finish the event unless you spend money. I feel like that's just... it's like insulting, in my opinion. Victoria Hand is moving to the Intel store. Oh, yeah, of course. I will not be buying her in the Intel store. I don't mind. Well, first of all, I mean, I guess I think for me, so there is some good to this, right? I mean, you get something, but I feel like the confusion is like, how do we get the last 20,000 points? What's an offer? So, I mean, just go Silver Sable Burst offer. And just try not to even present that it's an event. Just call it an offer. Put dollar signs right here. Spend money to claim. Spend money to claim right here. About the end. Buy offer to get the last 20,000 points. I don't know. I just feel like the number of questions about how do I get the last 20,000 points, and then the disappointment when one finds out that it's just an offer, doesn't seem worth it. I feel like it's insulting. Because it creates some confusion, right? How do I get the last 20,000 points? How do I get the last 20,000 points? Oh, it's an offer? Fuck you. Yeah, I don't like it. I feel like it's insulting. All right. Bandman coming through with a prime for 3 months in a row, and Crazy Munch. You know what? Munch is like my favorite word. I don't know why. I feel like there's just some words that make me giggle for no reason, like munch. And I don't, there's no logic to this whatsoever, but you know, like Munchausen syndrome is like I just always want to say S Munchausen syndrome. Like I just think it's funny. Like I probably have that. All right, let's play this fucking game. Yeah, we're gonna try to run over it right now, Dossier. If you want to watch, go for it. Why did you copy Fat, Dossier? That's what I want to know. Cheater. Oh, fuck this guy. These guys right here. Fuck those guys. Boomerham, Washington. Ugh. I gotta figure out how to make this so it doesn't show up like that. All right. Echo. It's time for Cosmic Crucible! Hello there, and welcome to your friendly favorite something Spider-Man Cosmic Crucible player. And my understanding is that Dossier stole Fat's defense, or Fat watched a Dossier video. I'm not really sure. One of the two. So what do we got? We've got we've got Null Mephisto in room 6. We've got Super Scroll and friends in 5. Then we got Night Stalkers, and we've got Vigilante, and we've got, what do we got here? This is Liberty, and then we've got this is kind of interesting. Actually, this is the room that I'm the most worried about right here, room 1. Because they're going to be getting the damage boost from some of the Cabal members, and the idea there is get deleted by the 11 in-game Thanos. So I think I've got it. We're going to just go through it. I don't want to give away the whole video right now. We're going to go into it right now, and my hope is that I get a full clear. That's the hope for today. We're going to go into room 6 with we're going to go in with some heavy guns here. Illuminati Odin. If Odin takes a turn, I feel like it's easy squeezy lemon peasy. That's not the saying, but you know what I mean. We're gonna go in and get it done, and then we'll see how this all plays out. All right. We need Black Cat to get rid of those charges. Thank you. Okay. So we're just kind of waiting right here. Okay. Feel like if Odin takes a turn, we're good. That's just what I'm hoping for. I feel like I've played this match before and I always feel scared, but then Odin takes a turn. I'm like, thank God. All right, here we go. Maybe I should have hit, I don't know. Is it time? Is it time for Odin to take a turn? Yes, it is. Here we go. And then it's just like, oh my God, am I gonna survive this? Yeah, there we go. I'm still scared. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. I mean, it's just scary right here for some reason. Okay. I feel like Mephisto's gonna come and do his clap your hands thing, and we're gonna be like, ah! All right. Although I just need like one more like swipey swipe. All right, here's a swipey swipe, right? 2 more swipey swipes? That's why I didn't want that to happen. Well, we're gonna wipe him right here. Is this gonna wipe the board? No, we're still gonna have Shadow King out there. Oh, come on. All right, well, we're gonna do it this way then. All right. We got a 1v1 situation. Am I gonna lose? If you haven't done so already, take your Shadow King to 11. Holy moly. All right, we're gonna move on like that didn't even happen. We're gonna go to the next room and pretend that didn't happen at all. All right, Wow. Wow. Did not expect that. And I played that match before, so that was a little bit alarming in my opinion. All right, let's see how we go with the rest of the rooms. We'll come back to that one. I don't think I've played that with an 11 Shadow King yet, though. I know I think I took my Shadow King to 11 already, so maybe my opponent will struggle in the same way. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's see. You are my number 1. You're a problem here, too. Let's go after you. Okay, we do not want you doing anything silly, so go there. Let's bring you all together. This should get rid of a lot of them. Yeah. Drop some turn meter. We're just waiting for Storm to kind of delete everybody, right? Let's go over here. I think Ghost is gonna, we just don't want any dodges from Ghost, so I'm targeting Ghost. So you get the assist, there we go, and go away. Okay, pretty straightforward there. Oh boy, okay, we're gonna keep going. And again, the room that I'm the most worried about is room 1. So Immortals is a good choice there because of Super Scroll, preventing Super Scroll from doing all the crazy turn meter thing. I think I could have probably used a Cabal team there too if I wanted to, but I didn't. All right, so we're just going to try to outspeed this room here with like essentially a mirror match. We're going to drop Moon for Emma, for OG Emma. So we're going to just do it. I wonder if I should be taking up my Emma like higher. I guess I wouldn't take her. She's just gonna get deleted. All right, we'll just live with it. All right, we're just gonna live with it, and we're gonna do our thing and see how it goes. So they got Scientist Supreme over there with I guess the revive mechanic. I'm trying to think about what's the best way to go about this. I see that's going on here. Cool. All right, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so that's done. Well, maybe not. Is Agatha gonna wipe my whole team? Oh my God, she's back at full health. You cheater. You cheater. You just wasted my time, Agatha. I need you to fall down on the ground and play dead. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's keep going and see how this is. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna overkill this room here. We're not gonna mess around. We're just gonna run in here with Starjammers. I just had an idea. Yeah, we'll do it that way. There's a reason why I want to use Vigilante in room 1, and the reason for that is I have more Vigilantes at 11. And I'm hoping that my 11s on Vigilante will survive in-game Thanos. So there's a very specific reason why I'm doing it this way. I'm worried that I'll take my Starjammers into 1 and it'll be all bad, right? Okay, go away. Please be enough. All right, I'm trying to get through Sable before she takes a turn. There we go. Okay, so that's done. Hopefully we don't have a problem in 1. Like I said, I think the room that I'm worried about the most is room 1. And that's mostly because of an in-game Thanos at 11. I think the rest of these are fairly straightforward. I'm still like totally like almost in like full tilt over room 6. I just did not know that Shadow King at 11 would mess with me that much. It is a thing though. All right, so we're gonna go in here with these dudes and we're gonna take out Lizard and we're gonna put in Mysterio. And I feel like I've done this match a bunch, even up against 11s. So this is 10s. If you're faster than your opponent, overpowered does not mean a lot. So that's what we're going to try to accomplish here is just outspeed them And Liberty, even with Ultimus, I think I'm going to focus on Ultimus first. But this is just going to rewind them, right? And then you're just kind of ahead of them the whole time. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're just keeping him kind of at bay there. All right, we're going to focus now on what, Captain America, Sam Wilson. All right, these guys are just going to take a minute. And then what? We're going to get like, yeah, Mysterio. Here we go. There's the ability blocks and the blinds. Okay, then. Let's see, we can hit 3 targets. When that comes around, we'll hit there on Ultimus. Boom, 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 boom. And let's see, you have the most turn meter, so let's go over there. And he's gone. Oh, boy. And then what? Craven for the win? Oh, she's going to survive? All right, well, we'll have to tappy tap here with Doc Ock. Okay, what's going into the room that I'm was the most worried about? I didn't realize that room 6. I still just completely believe that Shadow King did that to me. Why did you do that? Should I have focused on him earlier? I don't feel like... Did he even have a chance to target him? I think there was a moment where Emma was taunting and I could have hit the Emma and maybe did some splash damage on Shadow King. So maybe I didn't play it perfectly. I'll go back and look. I'm going to do Vigilantes here. And the reason why I'm thinking Vigilantes is that I've got 11s on a lot of them. And I'm hoping that in-game Thanos at 11 won't present as big of a problem when he comes in when his passive drops. Also, Gladiator, Sable's going to be able to get through that. So I'm not 100% sure that this is going to be a W. Like I said, when I started this match, this is the one room that I had the most concern with. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's what we wanted to do. I don't want to do this. I'm actually a little bit, don't know what to do here. I don't think this is going to be enough damage. Is this going to be enough damage? Please be enough damage. Ah, no, it isn't. Okay. Wow, everything went down just like I thought it would. All right, well, this is going to give me turn meter. Oof. Oof. Wow, just like I didn't want it to do. Well, sad days. Sad days. Okay, well, sad days. All right, sad days. Yeah, I don't know, man. Probably a loss because of reasons. I mean, I don't know. Maybe my opponent will have a hard time, but I don't know. I feel like dropping 2 rooms is kind of like a loss. This room I thought was going to be a problem. I just didn't think that... I don't know. Maybe I should have came in with this team here. Maybe I should have came in with that team like that the first time. I don't know. I mean, Phoenix can sidestep the in-game Thanos, I guess, to a certain degree, and then she can revive. She can revive Omega Red, and then there's going to be revives on Old Man Logan. Maybe that was the strategy. I don't know. I do not know. Let's just do... See, we need somebody that is Somebody that is, let's just do this, I guess. All right. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. All right. Okay. All right. We're not gonna get the score right now, so I'll have to come back in the morning and see how the score is. But all right, I guess I don't know. I'm not really happy with the results there. I mean, 390 is not hard to beat. It really isn't. So I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I think that's a loss. Yeah, there was something that I did wrong. I think what I did wrong in 6, there was a small moment where I could have, like, I targeted where the new Emma had taunt and I targeted Black Knight instead, but the splash damage would have hit Shadow King. That I remember that happening. See right there, that's fine. That's all right. Hi, Fat. When are you going to play? See, right here. This is where I could have started... like, this doesn't matter. Captain Britain, Ultimate on Black Knight. That's fine. But there was one... It was with Black Bolt here. Like, with Black... Do you think targeting Black Emma right here would have made a difference? Because I targeted Black Knight. Right? I don't think that would have mattered. It would have just barely pinged his barrier. I guess, right? I could have targeted Emma and got a stun on Emma. Is that right? Yeah, I guess I could have Captain Britain to Emma, right? Oh, did he get the battlefield? Did I? Okay, at the end, did I screw up the... Did my battlefield effect get wiped by Mephisto and then I did the ultimate instead of the basic? Yeah, that would have been the loss too. Yeah, this is where I screwed up right here. Yep. I should have did the basic to clear that. All right. That's why I screwed up. Yep. I should have just did a basic right here. Yep. This is why I lost the match, as I should have did a basic. That would have cleared the Mephisto. Yeah, 100% why I lost. Okay. That's 100% why I lost. Elbow fetish people? Oof. User error? Yeah, no, I just missed the battlefield effect there on Mephisto. Yeah, that's exactly why I lost. at room 1, somebody said that I could have Electra. I don't think Electra does that much damage outside of raids. Someone said something about Electra hitting in-game Thanos. I don't think that would have done it. Electra is not that strong outside of raids. I mean, I could have just ignored him to the end, I guess. I don't have Apocalypse. See, this Punisher ultimate on Thanos, he had defense down. Punisher had offense up. It was really close. Yeah. And I had to get, so I could have, with Elektra, I had to take the turn meter. This would have not killed Thanos. Under no circumstances would have this killed Thanos. And I used the ultimate to get the turn meter. The stun got resisted. The stun got resisted by Endgame Thanos from Hitmonkey. Striker Punisher wouldn't have helped because, well, maybe a little bit more damage, but his effect triggers before the ISO attack, right? Does that make sense? Ulting, yeah, ulting with Hitmonkey on in-game Thanos, but then it wouldn't have hit Gladiator. Then I would have been stuck behind a Gladiator taunt. I was worried I was going to get stuck behind a Gladiator taunt. Yeah, Starjammers would have won here easily, but I was worried. Starjammers, I've had Starjammers get wiped by Thanos too. I don't know. Yeah, Thanos would have wiped my Starjammers. I've had that happen before. Yeah, the reason why I took Vigilante is that because most of them were at 11. I mean, that was the thinking there. I feel like that was sound. Phoenix Force, probably. Phoenix Force, Old Man Logan would have been, I think, was the better play. I agree with that. Yeah. Because Phoenix Force, Jean Grey could survive that and then revive Omega Red, and Old Man Logan can survive it too because of his revive. Yeah, I think Phoenix Force, Old Man Logan was the right way. How come this is not claiming? Come on. This is going to error out on me, isn't it? That's weird. I'm gonna restart the game. So I like this idea. I was personally, I don't know about Google, but iTunes, as soon as iTunes found out that it was a coordinated attack, they deleted everybody's reviews. So annoying. It's really entirely changed my entire opinion on what these reviews actually mean and do. But I don't know if Google did that, but iTunes, Apple absolutely did that. It's like somebody at iTunes was informed that it was a coordinated attack and they just deleted all the negative posts. They are not reversing overpowered. I feel like all of their plans going forward are going to be centered around overpowered. Like their whole roadmap is, and future plans are based on overpowered. They are not getting rid of overpowered. Twitch drops are on. The same as they were on Monday. They reset next Monday. They made how does it benefit them? They made a post about it, but I'm not gonna rehash what they said because I don't think you're gonna agree with it anyways. All right, I'll send you the post. This is the answer right here in this paragraph. Hello. Yeah, they feel like that they were in this constant problem of power creep, and the only way that they could sidestep that is with overpowered. It's a deal in disguise, yeah. Yeah. And Alpha, you proved my point why I just wanted to give a link and not talk about it. You basically reinforced that I should have listened to my initial gut and just posted the link, and that's that. Yeah, there's no financial incentive to him, from what I can see. No, it's not. It's the okay. So the problem with it is you gave an objection, and I know why what you said won't work, and I could explain it, re-explain the whole process again. But then I look like I'm like their apologist, and it's like they need, like, I understand what they were trying to do, but I shouldn't be the one to have to explain it. Does that make sense? Like, there's like a very specific reason why they did it the way they did it. That will make your reasoning not work, if that makes any sense. But why? Why should I be the one to explain that? Like, I just don't feel like doing it anymore. If that makes any sense. It's like, yeah, they need to explain it better. If everybody's gonna have like similar objections and similar questions about it, then they should explain it better. I don't have to explain it because I don't agree with it. I don't agree with what they're doing, but yet I see a lot of like confusion about what's happening and why they're doing it, and then it puts me in a position where I'm explaining it and I look like I'm justifying their position. Just because I understand their position doesn't mean I agree with it. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of like, it's like, you guys explain it. Scopely should explain it, right? Yeah, it's just kind of frustrating at some point. Like, I don't feel like there's any upside for me explaining it anymore. Because then it's just like, I'm not their like apologist, if that makes any sense. It's just like, yeah, it's their problem. It's their problem. They should make a Twitch stream and respond to the community. I don't want to do it. All right, chaotic storm. Let's do this. How do I do? I need to get these vigilantes out of the way. Mutant? No. Can I do vigilante here? Skill is vigilante, right? Huh. Yeah, I just like, oh my God. Yeah, I also feel like the whole store thing. I feel like I'm trying to figure out the store thing too, if that makes any sense. Another enemy, what do you mean? Oh. Isn't India like several orders bigger than Pakistan though, like financially and like military wise? I don't know. This is true. I didn't know that Pakistan had that. I need to make a Raid Shadow Legends video, but I don't have any ideas. I feel like I might have to tap out today. Kind of annoyed with my Crucible. Yeah, I don't really understand all the stuff that's going on. I don't find watching the news to be productive for me anymore, so I've stopped. I mean, I know that means that I've got my head in the sand, and that's not good, but I rely on chat for my most trusted source of news. Actually, I do appreciate the stuff that you guys bring up here, because if it's important to you, you'll bring it up. And so obviously this is important, so it's coming up. I just don't look at, like, I don't watch regular news anymore. It's kind of sad. No, I don't mind you guys talking about it at all. Like I feel like if something bad, well, like if something bad was happening, it would come up in chat, and it does, and then that's fine. Like COVID, we knew. I feel like I had a heads up on COVID a couple days before it really hit. You know, the toilet paper shortage, all of that stuff. Like I heard about it in advance, and I was able to act on it before it got really weird. Since Victoria going to the Intel store, I mean, we'll probably get an event to unlock her. I don't think it means that. I do think it showcases the value of the Intel currency, at least far as how Scopely views the value of the currency. It's an important currency. I wonder if I should start buying these now. I haven't heard anything. All right, who's streaming Marvel Strike Force? I just don't feel like making a video about any of this stuff. I feel so... Ooh, I like this guy. Oh, she's playing Fall Guys. I thought she was playing Marvel Strike Force. The offer button's there now? Yeah. All right. There it is. So it's just an offer.